Hello everyone, welcome to Car Fix. Today we're going to go through a few ways of revitalising your solar lights from your garden. And I moved into this house with loads of solar lights, 80% of them didn't work anymore. So I thought I'll try and fix a few of these, and I've come across 3 common faults that is extremely easy to fix instead of throwing your solar lights away. So I've already fixed quite a few of these around my garden. There's these stake types, there's these candlelight ones, there's hang up ones that blink. I've got all sorts of different ones in my garden all over, but they all have the same issues, or seem to have the same main 3 issues, and those are: number 1, the battery has gone completely dead because they've been left out over winter in the cold with no sun here in England, and the battery's just completely drained. So it just needs charging. So you can use a charger, you can use one of them trickle chargers. I have this contraption which plugs into the mains with crocodile clips on the end, and you can just give it a quick blast just to get some charge back. Plenty of ways to do that. The other is the switch corrodes and won't turn on and off, so I'm going to show you a couple of ways to free that up. And the other is, once you've got in there, the moisture's got in there and it's corroded the actual battery terminal, so the battery isn't making a connection anymore. So we'll whip this one off, which is from one of these stake ones. It just screws off the top easily, so you can easily get into it. And we'll have a look inside this one and we'll see what the problems are, but I'm almost guaranteed it's one of those 3 things. So let's get into it. So this one's just simple, 3 screws. I have found there's often spiders and stuff living in these, so be wary of the bugs. Not that they'll do any harm to you here in England, but... So that's basically what's inside. Simple battery, simple board, and a few cables to the solar panel. So first things first, I'm going to take the battery out. Most of them now just have these rechargeable batteries in a battery holder. They're not soldered in or whatever, which makes things a lot easier. But this battery is actually looking really clean. The terminals look really clean in there. As you can see, shiny silver. So it don't look like it's a corrosion issue. So this one, I'm going to suspect that it is the battery. So I've got a multimeter here just to show you the charge in the battery. So negative to negative, positive to positive. Hopefully you can see that. The battery has actually got 1.39 volts in it. So the battery seems like it should be okay. We'll take a look at the switch. The switch isn't massively rusty either. We'll give it, what I do is give it the switch a good wiggle about. Just try putting the battery back in, just see if it wasn't making a good contact. So why is this one not working? I don't know. I'm just going to give the battery a little boost. So what I do is I just put the crocodile clip on the end there and just touch the negative to the other side. Just give it a little boost of power. Check the battery again. 1.4 volt, stick it back in. So yeah, this one is playing up, so let's check the switch. So if you go to continuity on your multimeter, should get continuity when it's on. So there's no continuity there. We're off, so we'll click it to on. And we have no continuity through the switch. So, like I said, this is one of the three faults. The switch is not turning on. There we go. Once you can make the contact, the light come on. So there's obviously an issue in the switch. So it's not turning on. When I bridge the connection, you can see the light is now on. So we have a faulty switch in this instance. Because what you should be able to do is, when it's off, I think, you get no connection, no beep. And when it's on, you get the beep. And obviously on this, there's no beep either way. So an easy fix at home for switches, if you haven't got anything else to hand, is to use some white vinegar. So yeah, this is one of the three main faults: switch, battery terminals, corrosion, or the battery itself. So what I'm going to do with this is, a lot of the time if you just wiggle it, it'll help, but everyone normally has vinegar around the house, so a bit of white vinegar in there. Obviously you can use switch cleaner and that lot if you have it, but I don't, so this is what I'm going to use. But white vinegar eats away at corrosion, so it neutralises the corrosion. And hopefully, well, you can see it straight away, look, it's already worked. Perfect. So I'll put this one back together. One working. Easy. There must be so many of these things thrown away every year because people come back to them in the summer and they don't work. The reality is the batteries are just flat, or they've got slight corrosion on them. Top tip is, when summer's gone, put them away. That 5-10 minutes it'll take to go collect all your solar lights up and put them in the garage or something, it'll be worth it. You won't be doing this every year. And as you can see, it goes, I haven't screwed it on properly, but when you block the solar so it thinks it's dark, it's on. So yeah, working perfectly again. You can just clip it back into its holder, and there you go. One working one. I'll just screw this back in and then I'll move on to one more. Okay, so the next one I'm going to attempt is this one that's looks like a tree. I've got two of these, one's working, one's not, so it'd be nice to get the pair going. So yeah, let's get this one apart and see what the problem is in here. So looking for our three main culprits again. The battery number one, which is 600 mAh rechargeable. The battery terminals, which again look okay, and the switch on this one, which is on the back of this board. So let's check the battery first before I undo the switch. Again, we go to voltage, and as you see, there's no voltage in this battery at all. So you would put that down to probably a battery problem. So I'll stick this on charge for 5 minutes and I'll come back to the video. Right, so I've had the battery on charge for a bit now. Let's just check the voltage again. 1.4 volts in the battery, so let's plug it in. And there you go. Working. Flashing, blinking lights. So there you go. I knew those were the common faults. So dead battery in one, iffy switch in the other, bit of vinegar, bit of battery charging, fix most solar lights. And if you do have corroded battery terminals, when you take the battery out, just get your white vinegar, spray it on there, leave it a second, give it a good scrub with a toothbrush or even a bit of sandpaper so you can see the silver again on the contact. And then when you put the battery back in, it should be making a good contact. But I hope you all enjoy this video and you don't throw all your solar lights away, and you can fix them easy with the 3 easy fixes: dead battery, dodgy switch, or corroded battery terminals. And there you go, another top life hack tip for you. Save yourself some money. Like, favourite, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.